Well, good morning to y'all. I have a lot to talk about today. So, just a recap of everything I've been trying to do. In order to renew my mortgage and get the equity out of my house, I had to get insurance on the house, which I didn't have. And then insurance requested a boiler inspection because my boiler is original to the house in 1960. The being that old, they wanted an inspection done. Then my furnace did not pass the inspection, so then I had to pay somebody to put in a cold air intake. Which, as soon as I saw it, I was like, "Damn, I should have done that myself." But furnace is certified. Cost me $500 last month, and then I started the process of getting my insurance finalized. Managed to pay the home insurance, and then we could continue with trying to apply for the mortgage to get the equity out of my house and suck up my truck loan into the mortgage. Uh, After all that's said and done, I'm still in the process of doing this. I have approval on the mortgage. Took me between 10 to 20 phone calls to get my discharge for my mortgage, and then the discharge for my truck payments. To get those two pieces of paper from the bank, it was painful. You call the 1-800 numbers, they don't know what the payout statement or discharge paper is. Then they transfer you somewhere else, and then they transfer you somewhere else, and then it was just a back and forth everywhere. And anyways, I finally think all the paperwork is in. So I may or may not have a truck payment to make on June 23rd. Uh, really hoping that I don't, but if I do, I'm already don't have enough money. I ended up having to pay $300 for the appraisal, which didn't know that was coming. That's kind of a surprise. I assumed the bank, because they wanted the appraisal, paid for the appraisal, but turns out it's on my pocket. So these are the numbers that I'm looking at. My electrical bill at the start of the month was 1470.21. Over here at the end of the month, I managed to pay off almost $1,000 plus another bill came in. So I'm left at $536.93. I will get a paycheck July 1st, but because July 1st is Canada Day, I believe it's going to be coming on June 30th instead. My paycheck this time was what I finally expected. It was 1520.59. So minus 500 for the electrical bill, minus 440 $144 for my natural gas bill. I only put $1,000 on my cell, so I ended up getting another bill that came in at $282. But that's like a one-time high bill just because I ended up with this new phone that I'm using. So I still owe $182.52 on that. Come over here to the internet. I haven't done any more with that. I only owe 97 cents. That's going to carry over, so I'm not even worried. Mortgage was paid at the first. So here's the confusing part: truck payment. Do I have it? Will I not have it? Just by paying these, I already don't have enough to cover this. So hopefully it's gone for good. We'll find out on the 23rd. Consolidation loan, I've managed to pay that. Only owe $5,947 left on that. Spotify, it hasn't come out yet, but even if I miss it, I'm not too worried. I'll just pay it next month. Town utilities, I threw $100 onto the 387, so that brings me down to 287.49. RBC Visa, I did that last month. I threw $400 on it, and then I used it to pay other bills. My MBMA Visa, I just threw $100 on it, bringing me down to $2,400 on that. Fuel cost me quite a bit of money. I'm pretty much empty right now. I still got to go spend money on fuel, fill up my tank, so it's probably going to be $135 again on that, and then probably like $450 in total for the month just on fuel. So plumbing is paid, Blacksmith Auto Body, I think I might just go pay it today. I don't really have all that much money left, but I will possibly go pay that today. Snow removal is not going to get touched. Mom payback, I really wish I could, but I can't. Betty's already been paid back. Home insurance been paid. Lawyer fees been paid. RBC account fee kind of came out of nowhere, but that's done. And then the wonderful $300 appraisal fee that I did not know came that completely screwed up my entire budget. Anyways, that's paid. Mainly because it was an auto takeout of my account. So I didn't even get to, say yes or no to that one. So that honestly leaves me with like $300 left to get fuel for the next 2 weeks and food for the next 2 weeks. $347 I think I have in my account right now. I got to make that stretch 2 weeks. I also need to buy my wonderful nicotine that I just can't seem to quit. So that's basically the story of what I've been going through, and I'm just going to keep pushing forward, and I'm going to make sure that all these balances say zero at some point. The fact that it's only like 6 a.m. here, I am still tired. I've had a cup of coffee already though, so it's not that bad. Hopefully when I get my next paycheck, because it's going to be no matter which way I break it, it's either 3 paychecks in June or 3 paychecks in July. But I will have that extra paycheck coming in for these 2 months. So it's going to allow me to get it will allow me to get everything down to a zero balance, and I won't be owing anybody any more money or carrying anything over other than my consumer debt, which is my visas and my consolidation loan. Those ones I'm looking at like a year and a half to pay off. But I'm just going to keep making my videos and showing you guys that I'm actually working at it, and all of my debt will be paid off by 2025 guaranteed, and hopefully even sooner. So stay with me, and basically just one step at a time. Thanks.